The concept of giants has been prevalent in various cultures and myths throughout history. According to the Bible, giants were a race of people who lived on the earth before and after the Great Flood. I intend to examine the biblical evidence for the existence and origins of giants, and to explore modern references on this topic. Let's look at biblical evidence. The Bible provides several references to giants, indicating that they were a real group of people. The most famous of these references is the story of David and Goliath. In 1 Samuel 17, the Bible describes Goliath as a giant who was over 9 feet tall. Goliath was a Philistine warrior who challenged the Israelites to send out a champion to fight him. David, a young shepherd boy, stepped forward and defeated Goliath with a single stone from his sling. Another reference to giants in the Bible can be found in Genesis 6:1-4. This passage describes the sons of God, a group of angelic beings who came to earth and had relationships with human women. In the book of Enoch, this group of beings are called the Watchers. The offspring of these relationships were the Nephilim, a race of giants who were renowned for their great size and strength. This passage suggests that the existence of giants was due to the interbreeding of angels and humans. In Deuteronomy 2:10-11, the Bible describes the Emim, a group of giants who lived in the land of Moab before it was conquered by the Israelites. The Emim were said to be a people of great stature, like the Anakim, who were also giants that inhabited the land of Canaan. Og the giant is mentioned in the Hebrew Bible, specifically in the book of Deuteronomy. In Deuteronomy 3:11, he's described as the king of Bashan, a region east of the Jordan River. The passage recounts that when the Israelites were on their journey to the Promised Land, they defeated Og and his people in battle and took control of his land. As for Og's size, Deuteronomy 3:11 describes him as a giant. His bed is said to be made of iron and measured about 13 feet long and 6 feet wide. This suggests that he was significantly larger than a typical human. The passage does not give an exact height for Og, but his size was clearly seen as a notable and intimidating aspect of his character. Modern references. In modern times, the existence of giants has been a subject of debate and speculation. While some researchers believe that the biblical accounts of giants are purely mythological, others point to various archaeological discoveries that suggest the existence of giants in the past. For example, in 1890, researchers discovered a group of unusually large skeletons in a burial mound in Wisconsin. The skeletons were reportedly over 7 feet tall and had elongated skulls, leading some to speculate that they were the remains of ancient giants. Similarly, in 1927, a team of researchers led by Sir Flinders Petrie discovered a collection of skeletons in Egypt that were over 8 feet tall. The skeletons were found in a tomb that was dated to the 3rd millennium BC, suggesting that giants may have existed in ancient Egypt in similar settings in the Grand Canyon. What is the conclusion? The Bible provides evidence for the existence and origins of giants, describing them as a race of people who lived on the earth before and after the Great Flood. In modern times, there have been various archaeological discoveries that suggest that giants may have existed in the past. Now, what must it have been like back then? There are some similarities between the concept of ancient humans living amongst the Nephilim and the people from the anime Attack on Titan, living in walled cities with giants. In the biblical, we see the Nephilim are described as a group of beings who were the offspring of the sons of God and the daughters of men. They were said to be powerful and violent, and their existence was a factor contributing to the moral decay of humanity prior to the Great Flood. The Bible does not go into much detail about how humans interacted with the Nephilim, but it is generally assumed that they coexisted in some way when they were not killing and eating people. It is noted that many cities from this time had walls around them from protection. In Attack on Titan, the setting is a world where humanity is forced to live in walled cities due to the threat of giant humanoid creatures, which are typically portrayed as mindless, hungry monsters who eat humans. The people living in the walled cities must constantly defend themselves against the Titans, and they are essentially trapped within the walls. These creatures, called Nephilim, are one of the contributing factors leading to the flood which wiped the earth clean of the immorality they created.